It's a beautiful day, a beautiful summer day in August, and I'm here at Lake Sidsjön, and see, the water is glimmering, hardly no wind at all. It's a great summer day, nothing more, nothing less. You hear people laughing and bathing in the background, and the nature is looking this beautiful. So yeah, this is beautiful. And why I'm here, you might ask? Hello there, folks. I thought it was a good idea to do some responses to a couple of questions. This is questions asked by Anthony, AGK's Vinyl Life. Hello there, Anthony. Hope you're doing well. And he asked a lot of questions about our listening habits. Some of them I might have answered before, but it's fun to do this. So starting with question number 1. How often do you listen to music? When, where, and for how long? It's hard to say actually how often I do listen to music a day. That depends on, because I also listen to old radio shows every now and then, some of them even spoken words. But if I do a sort of guessing, maybe around 65-70% of the day, maybe. When it also depends on if I'm out walking, if I'm home, depends on. So 65-70% maybe. How do you listen to majority of music? Radio, streaming, or physical media? In my case, it is through old radio shows, CDs, and vinyl. And old radio shows have given me a whole lot, because through that, my interest of old radio shows, I have gotten interested in so many new artists that I never thought I would like. So those are in my collection now. So I'm very satisfied with that. Those kind of listenings also. Number 3, name your favorite radio station and or streaming service. Regular radio, I listen to extremely little, which is very strange to say, because when I was young I more or less lived by the radio. Today I listen to one show a week, a musical crossword that goes every Saturday morning. But to say something, I listen a lot. I'm using Mixcloud very much. Mixcloud, which some kind of a DJ YouTube, I call it, for sound. And one who does his show there is our own Stephen Schnee. And I listen a lot to his Return of the Living 80s a lot. And he recently did a radio show called Mustaches and Mullets that I actually liked. That I hope will be coming more episodes of, where he played AOR and other stuff. It was very, very great, very relaxing. But Stephen Schnee's show, Returning to the Living 80s, I can say as one of my favorites. Number 4, what year did I buy my first physical rec media? The artist, title, or format? My first record I've shown multiple times, but for the question, of course, Paul Hardcastle's self-titled debut, the one with Nana 19, and I bought it back in 1986. I think the price were around $6 or $7 at the time, and it was on vinyl, of course. Number 5, what forms of physical media do you own and have the most of? Of records, I think it's by far 45s. They are smaller and take less place. But I think I did a count when I had my Q&A recently, but I have forgotten what I wrote. But I think it is somewhere around 3,500. And I also have a lot of cassettes with old radio shows, of course. 6. Which form of physical media do I listen most to? I think there it is. Vinyl is the lead, as I have a blog that I also listen to, that I also do listenings to in order to do reviews of them on. So vinyl, but CD is getting higher and higher. 7. What is my favorite genre of music? I think that have been pretty obvious by now that my music is all over the place. But I think that the majority is jazz, 80s, 90s, 70s, and fingers out 2 subgenres within that. But I think right now I listen most to jazz and soul, but those are the one that I like the most. What was your first large venue concert, and what's the next? And if I never have been to one, what would I love to see? The problem is living up here in North is that it isn't that much large concerts. So I haven't been to, as embarrassing it is to say it, I've never been actually to those kind of large concerts with international artists. Of course, I've been to concerts here at the festivals and so on with Swedish artists. But I think the closest is when I was at the Johanneshov in Stockholm watching WWE SmackDown Live in 2017. If I would like to see someone, it would of course be Depeche Mode. I don't know if I ever get to do that, as nobody knows what the future brings for that band without Andy Fletcher. But that is the one that I wish I could see once. So, number 9. If I had the power to bring back one music artist from the dead, which would it be and why? I think one obvious choice would be Andy Fletcher from Depeche Mode, that died not too long ago. And besides that, he was a part of the biggest band, best band ever, Depeche Mode. He was seen as the glue of Depeche Mode. Without Andy Fletcher, no one knows what the future brings for the band. I don't think that the remaining members, Martin Gore and Dave Gahan, know themselves. But Andy Fletcher, and I can also say Marie Fredriksson from Oxette, because she is such a fantastic singer. And I would love to hear more from her, of course. 10. If you could only hear one last song in your lifetime, what would it be? Never thought of that kind of stuff, but maybe Propaganda P Machinery. One of the absolute best songs ever. Nostalgia and such a fantastic sound. So maybe that is my answer. So, those are my responses to your 10 questions, Anthony. I hope that you have enjoyed this and that you and everybody else have a really nice time in the summer, or what's left of it. Take care, everybody. and here.